Minecon 2013 and the Mindcrack party. In this video, I'll be showing off photos and video of my experience from the Friday before Minecon, that is, the Friday night of the Mindcrack party. This includes lots of candid photos I took of the Mindcrackers interacting with their fans, as well as photos of me and my friends. And there's also video of the venue that gives you a sense of what the place was like, so let's get started. Before going to the Mindcrack party on Friday evening, I stopped by the convention center to register for Minecon, and even though I was there around 7:30 at night, there were still a number of people there, so here's a couple of shots of the registration area at the convention center. But now let's move on to the party venue. It was basically a bowling alley that also had like an arcade and a food area, and so I took about a minute of video here just kind of walking around the area. I'm starting by walking around the arcade, where they had air hockey tables and various video games and things. Now we're walking out to the main bowling alley area. You'll see a lot of the Mindcrackers had their big, giant, cardboard cutout statue avatar people in the area. Various places to get food. There was an upstairs as well as a downstairs. And upstairs was more just kind of like food and seating kind of area. And this video is towards the end of the night after things had cleared out. It was very crowded at the beginning of the night. And here's kind of the main area where you walk in, and there were a couple of other kind of side rooms off on the side of this main kind of entry area, and the usual other kind of stuff you expect to find at a fun center. Full swing golf. Crazy times. And outside you can see some of the shuttle buses that were taking us in and out. Next up, I've got photos of online friends that I got a chance to meet in real life for the first time. The first bit will be folks I know from Ultra Hardcore games, playing on the r Ultra Hardcore subreddit. This is Munchmo here pictured with me, and he was actually a volunteer working the front door, and so he was the first person I met as I walked in. Next up, we have Schick and 18Qs, and they're holding up their little badges that Zuria made for a number of us. And here we have Zuria and Neon Tiger, the other Brian, who's wearing a Zisto shirt. Zuria is the one who made the badges that I mentioned before. Switching gears, here's an awesome trio. It's me, Brian, along with Zul'jin and Vaughn. The three of us played Ruins of the Mindcrackers together, and this was the first time that we were all together in real life. Back when it existed, I was a member of the Mindcrack fan server, and on this night at the Mindcrack party, I got to meet some folks from there for the first time. Here we have Darkfan and Sixalona. And here I am with Pungence, aka Assyrian Assassin, aka Joe, B-Dub's little brother. Sadly, Schism Steve couldn't make it down to Minecon this year. That would have been great to have the three of us together. I actually didn't take a whole lot of video during this night. One of the few things I did take video of is air hockey. And here we have a couple of people that a few of you may recognize. On the left we have Ebby, who is someone I met through Kurt here at Minecon. On the right we have Dire Dwarf, who's a popular Minecraft streamer. And this was just some fun video to give a sense of some of the things that were going on throughout the night. If you followed me on Twitter last weekend, you'd know that I spent a bit of time taking candid shots of the Mindcrackers interacting with their fans, and so here are some of the best from that night. First up, we have DocM77. And here we have Blame the Controller, BTC, in front of a badge statue, strangely enough. Good always had a swarm of people around him. Here he is signing autographs. Jay Sano spent a bit of the night interacting with fans in front of his statue. Here was MC Gamer in the arcade area signing autographs. Kurt J. Mack had managed to find his way to a corner of the bowling alley area, but nevertheless had a long line of people waiting for autographs. Here's Nebris posing for photos in front of the bowling alley. Pause on Pause spent a lot of time in the main hallway area signing autographs and talking to fans. This was the first time people got to see Vintage Beef in real life, which was always exciting. And this was also the first opportunity for recent photos and video of Zisto. I didn't manage to get photos of all the Minecrackers this night, but I did snap one of Seth Bling coming out of the arcade. Pyro was always on the move, but I got him to stop and pause so I could snap a photo of him as well. BWO spent so much time with each fan who came to get a signature or a photo. It was hard to get near him for most of the night, and so here's a photo from above where he was down talking to folks. And here's a different view of BWO and also Generic B. Finally, here's one of my favorite photos of the night. This was a gift that I'd wanted to give Zisto and Kurt for a long time. It's some chocolates labeled single malt scotch, and these are two of my favorite guys, and so it was great to give them a gift. Like many folks, I was collecting signatures. I had people sign a Frisbee disc that I brought along to the con, and I would end up getting more signatures than just these. We'll hear more about that in a future video. Thanks for watching.